When it comes to sporty looks, very few cars can match the Peugeot 308. With its pointy nose and big grille, it's bound to stand out in the supermarket car park. And if you're planning on doing a big shop, then it's really handy because here in the boot, well, it's deep, it's long and it's wide, which means there's plenty of room for big suitcases. And because the rear seat squabs fold forward, when you fold the seat backs down, they lie almost completely flat, which means you can slide large objects to the back quite easily. Here in the front, the Peugeot feels pretty sporty. Got some nice chrome surrounds here for the air vents and the instrument dials. The dash, it's so soft, you don't really need a airbag. As for stowage cubbies, well, the door bins, they're so large, you can fit a bottle in lengthways. And I like this feature, the fact that you can move the central armrest forward and up and down, which is handy if, like me, the kind of person who likes a good lean while they're driving. One thing I guarantee you'll like about the 308 is its really big windscreen, because it gives great forward visibility. Also, unlike on some other cars, the A-pillar up here is quite thin, and this, plus the large quarter light, gives you great confidence when pulling out at tricky junctions, because it means there's hardly any blind spot. As for the driving experience, well, it's all nice and quiet in here, which makes this Peugeot good for horsing up and down the motorway. However, if like me, you like to take the scenic route to work, then you'll also be pleased to hear that it's actually got lots of grip and hardly any body roll round corners. However, that brings us on to the 308's downsides, because the foam suspension means that when you go over a bump, it can be rather jarring. And also you get like a kind of shudder through the steering wheel. Another criticism I have is the driving position, because while there's lots of adjustment in the steering wheel and the driver's seat, the offset pedals means you feel a little bit twisted. Also, you have to really reach for the gear stick and lean forward to operate the stereo, although that could just be because I have an odd-shaped body. If you follow me into the back, I'll show you some other problems. Now, while headroom is pretty generous, knee room is not so, and I'll illustrate that with this apple, because there's barely room for it between my knee and the chair in front. If I was in a Focus or a Golf, there'd be space for a melon. Another problem is for the driver. This big back panel can get in the way while you're reversing. And then there is the not too small matter of depreciation, because the 308 won't hold its value particularly well. But if you want a hatchback that's economical, has a really practical boot and looks sporty both inside and out, then the 308 is well worth checking out.